We are now joined by Charles Fakruha to review the top stories. Hello, Charles. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you, Perpetua, for having me. It's a pleasure.
You can say that again. Well, let's start from the very first story, talking about weakening Naira and food prices affecting Nigerians. That's according to the United Nations. Let's have your thoughts on this. And they made reference to, imported foods, the prices of imported foods. And they also talked about the stronger dollar against the Nigerian Naira, how that it's impacting on, the economy of Nigeria. Talk to us about this. But I'd like you to hold on now. We'll take a break. When we come back, we will continue. Thanks for staying with us. Charles, let's start now. Let's start with that story on the United Nations talking about the weakening Naira and food prices affecting Nigerians. Let's have your thought on that.
Yes, thank you. It is expected. All the signs were there. Production in terms of food was very, very low. So many factors, insecurity, flooding, and all that, and of course, the FX problem. So it's a real problem looking at this season where everybody wants to look for one thing or another to eat, especially the most staple food, which is rice. And we're seeing the prices of all those food items, not only in Nigeria, as you have said in your report, all over most of African countries. The only way we can go and solve this kind of problem is for us to intentionally increase our food production. There is no point making lip service, saying food prices is going up, Naira is coming down, or other currencies are weakening compared to the dollar. The only way is to intentionally increase our agricultural output.
All right. Well, when you talk about increasing agricultural output, will that also impact on the Naira?
Yes, it will impact on the Naira because there will be less importation of food items. And once there is less importation, then you don't put a strain on the local currency. And if we're able to process some of this agricultural output and we sell, of course, that will also earn some foreign currency, and that will strengthen our local currency. But if you keep importing and importing, of course, the Naira or other local currency will continue to depreciate compared to the dollar.
All right, let's look at the second story now. This is about ATM still dispensing old notes. Are you worried? Are you concerned? This is 13 days after the day it was launched, which was the 15th of December. Is it too early to be alarmed? But when we also look at the fact that the old notes are supposed to be out of circulation by January 31st. What are your thoughts?
Yes, I'm of the opinion, of course, support the CBN, but like you have said, how many days after ATM are dispensing the old Naira note, then what is essentially you are mopping the old currency? Then I think, for me, I would defer with the CBN for now because there is enough time. The policy has started about more than a week or 2 weeks, as the case may be, and yet people go to ATM, you still dispense old Naira note. It shows that there is an issue here. CBN should do more than that. We want to expect that as you go to the ATM, at least you should be able to collect the new Naira note. And as you go to banks also, the banking also withdraw cash, you should be able to collect the new Naira note. We don't want to see the old Naira note, and gradually all these things should be mopped up and sent to the CBN. Not CBN or the banks again, they are ATM dispensing back the old Naira note. It shows that we don't want this policy to actually take on form. We don't want this policy to work. So CBN should make sure that the banks get enough of these new Naira notes so that they can feed their ATMs with new Naira notes. So when I go there, it is the new Naira note I am collecting. What there says, I collect old Naira note and I'm still going to spend it, and you are telling us that you are mopping up the old Naira notes.
Albert, thank you so much. So what exactly do you think the CBN can do? Because we're looking at the CBN's twin policies. There is the policy of the redesign of the Naira notes. There is also the policy, the cashless policy, which it aims to, advance by talking about ATMs dispensing just 200 Naira notes from January 9th and, things in that. These are some of the policies we're looking at now. What do you think the CBN can actually do?
Yes, I agree with them. We should encourage cashless policy. But even in advanced client, you don't have 100% cashless. There are certain little items people still use cash to purchase. So let that be available. The issue here is, yes, gradually people will come to terms with it. The local woman who sells tomatoes, pepper in my 12th market or in other mega market, it will take time for them to realize that when you buy something from them, 1,000 naira, you are using your phone to transfer to them. It will take some time for them to understand that. But I know that is where we are going. Everybody needs to embrace the cashless policy. However, the ATM should also be available for us to collect some little cash that we can use for some petty buying and selling that some persons are doing. We're not going to completely say Nigeria is going to be a complete 100% cashless environment. It's not possible. We still need to make provisions for some cash.
All right. Well, finally, let's look at our subscribers are saying that they want to sue the federal government over imposition of excise duty on the telecommunications sector. We know that before now there were reports about it being put on hold, but now it would seem the federal government is interested in, going back to having that excise duty on telecommunications industry. What are your thoughts, very quickly?
Yes, I think the federal government should not go ahead. The telecom subscribers have the right to go to court, let the court interpret. The government has made and is continuing to making enough revenue for the telecom sector. So I think that sector should not be taxed anymore again. What the government is collecting now, for me, it's enough. The government should begin to look at other areas. Yes, for let the courts interpret that provision where the subscribers are going to the courts.
All right, thank you so much for sharing your thoughts with us today, Charles Fakruha.
Thank you for having me. Happy New Year in advance.
Oh, yeah, same to you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, we'll take a break now. When we come back, the all-share index advanced by 0.8% week on week to close at 49,706.09 points. Well, this will be our focus when we come back. Stay with us.